Hello and welcome. I am Angelika Baum, your belief change and relationship coach. Today we have a seasonal topic. I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to get through the holidays stress-free. And that includes managing your family relationships. Over the winter, our relationship challenges often increase. Preparing for and celebrating holidays can be stressful and lead to conflicts. Dealing with the expectations and dynamics of extended family gatherings can create tension, and we need patience, creativity, compassion, and most of all, clarity about our own feelings and needs and how to balance everything. When we're anxious and tense, the communication with our spouse can break down, especially when we're discussing sensitive topics like financial strain, everybody's expectations, or interactions with each other's side of the family. The more solid our relationships are, the better we can, of course, navigate difficult times. My work as a relationship coach is all about guiding you to strengthen and improve your relationships, your connection with your spouse, other family members, and even friends and colleagues. Before I give you a checklist of 5 points of how to get through the holidays stress-free and with as much joy and peace as possible, I would like to introduce you to one of my amazing and very determined clients. Let's call her Michelle to protect her real identity. Michelle can look forward to their Christmas celebrations this year because she has shifted her relationship with her husband, with her sister, and most importantly, with her mother-in-law. When she first came to see me, Michelle hadn't spoken to or seen her mother-in-law in 4 years. When she first got married, Michelle was unprepared for hurtful and inappropriate comments and boundaryless behavior from her mother-in-law. Things escalated more and more, and for self-protection, Michelle felt that she had to stop interacting with her mother-in-law completely. I'm sure those of you who are married or are in a long-term common law relationship can empathize how difficult and painful this must have been for everybody involved, for her husband, Michelle herself, and of course also the mother-in-law. Refusing to see her mother-in-law and welcome her to her home with her husband, had also affected her marriage. When she first started working with me, Michelle was ready and fully committed to understand the triangle dynamics she had found herself in. And she really wanted to heal the relationship with her mother-in-law. She started to understand that her mother-in-law was experiencing her daughter-in-law as competition for her son's love and attention. We explored the family dynamics of how her mother-in-law had always turned to her oldest child as a replacement for a husband who was emotionally unavailable. So when Michelle came along, it was an adjustment for everybody. In our work together, Michelle began to see her mother-in-law with her fears and vulnerabilities. And she quickly felt greater compassion. She was able to release and forgive some of the hurtful interactions from the past. Her next step was to let her mother-in-law know that she would like to meet up to build a relationship with her. The mother-in-law gracefully accepted, and the first meeting with her opened Michelle's eyes further as the older woman began to share some of her struggles. However, even after that initial work, some of the past interactions still made Michelle wary of inviting her in-laws over for the holidays. So we worked on letting go further and forgiving more. We also explored Michelle's limits as a highly sensitive person. And she found strategies to honor her own needs and ways to interact with her in-laws within those boundaries. So what do you think happened with her marriage? Yes, her relationship with her husband deepened further. She was now communicating clearly with him as well and letting him know how much she cares about having a good relationship with his mother. This couple has found a way to set up the holiday visit to meet everybody's needs and allow for a mostly stress-free and positive experience. If you want to find out more how Michelle has also shifted other family relationships with her sister, for example, you can read my blog called how to enjoy your family and in-laws. The link is in the description below. Or you can also watch my video, Who Do You Judge?, which talks about our shadows and why we experience struggles and triggers with other people. So here is your holiday checklist. 5 points to remember. Number 1, are you making sure you can be your best self? Like Michelle, who explored what she needs and what her limits are. You need to make sure you have enough sleep. Let's say 8 hours of sleep. Eat well. Up to the holidays, continue your usual self-care, like exercising, yoga, or meditation, or whatever you usually do for yourself. And during the days spent with your family, give yourself timeouts when you need them. Number 2, are you delegating and allowing others to help you with the preparations? When you do that, refrain from nagging or micromanaging. Let people help in their way and in their time. And if you choose not to ask for help or delegate, make sure you don't load more on your shoulders than you can carry. You want to be able to stay energized and joyful. Number 3, are you taking the time to communicate well with your spouse and other family members about their expectations or hopes for the holidays? The clearer everybody is about the needs, hopes, and dreams of all family members, the fewer disappointments or conflicts will arise. Number 4, here's a good one. Are you assuming positive intent from others? Are you making the assumption that they mean well? Often we find ourselves assuming the worst. But nobody is setting out to hurt us. Everybody else is doing their best, feeling as rushed, anxious, stressed, or insecure as we are. And number 5, last but not least, are you prepared to be in the moment and go with the flow? Despite the best intentions, things will go differently as planned. This is an opportunity to let everything be perfectly imperfect. I hope you all have a joyful holiday season. If you like these 5 tips, give me a thumbs up and please share this with your friends. And don't forget to join for more relationship advice. All you need to do is click the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you're part of the community. See you in the next video.